This is my mega base, the center of my world, and I have spent over 1,000 days gathering, farming, and building this base. And it looks awesome, except this isn't what it currently looks like, since my base currently looks like this. Not as impressive as that other one is, but let's get there today. Hello everybody, my name is Stormy, and last episode we built these cliffs right here, and they look absolutely awesome. Now, we probably aren't doing anything with them this episode because I need a castle, since by the crown on my head, that means I'm king. Now, I have no idea where to put this castle because I don't have a spot for this castle. Where would I put it? I can't really put it anywhere. So we're gonna have to work up to actually building the castle by first building the terrain, which means we need to get more resources fast. Now, for this project, we're going to need a ton of resources, including 9,000 stone, 1,500 andesite, 5,000 deep slate, 11,000 tuff, 5,000 mud, 11,000 sand, 12,000 sandstone, 3,000 birch planks, 3,000 packed mud, and 25,000 moss blocks. Now, that list is just for the terrain, and I know it's a lot. But I promise you, it won't take that long to collect it all. But we will start off with the moss, and that's all the moss we have. So we're gonna build a moss farm. Honestly, moss farms aren't that difficult to make, and I think the hardest part is picking a spot for it. And I'm actually thinking, why don't we do it right here? So let's take a look and see what we have. And whoa, this is actually really good enough because we have about 4 shulkers, and I know we're gonna need more, but that's a good start for now. And now that I've extended the storage, we're able to perhaps even AFK overnight, which is actually what I'm going to do. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Good night. So I'm back online, and I've started clearing out some of the storage that isn't moss, like these carpets and the sapling things, the azalea saplings. I think this is going to be plenty of moss blocks for this training. And so we're gonna move on to our next thing, which is going to be deep slate and tuff. So how we're going to be getting this deep slate is actually the same way we got our ancient debris for our netherite armor. We're going to be using some of these machines right here. These are tunnel borers, and these are actually ones we used last episode, but we're basically going to transfer these over. We're going to transfer these over so that we can easily mine out all of this deep slate and maybe even tuff if we can. And now I have 5 working tunnel borers right in a row, and we should be getting a great amount of cobbled deep slate each time I run this. I mean, just by that, I think we got like a stack and a half. So I think I'm gonna go grab some shulker boxes and most definitely do this for a while. You gotta be kidding me. Well, our tunnel boy blew up again. This is not the first time. But you know what? I think I'm done with it for the time being. But if we take a look over here, I think we have plenty of deep slate. Now, I did not get as much tuff as I wanted to, so we are going to try and bring the beacon over here to dig as much of this tuff that's against the walls as we can, because you know what? That won't be as difficult. Also, I need a ton of torches, like now. So at this point, I went ahead and decided just get all the resources we're gonna need at this point, and we can go ahead and start building. And just like this, we have already completed one giant section of this area. And man, it looks good. It's really good at night. But next up is probably the hardest part we have to do, because it's to deal with this sand. So since this is the most annoying part, why don't we go ahead and do this in a time lapse? Let's go. And I'm already gathering my resources. Of course I am. We need to get back to this quickly. Well, look at that. I actually really love how this has turned out. This has turned out so much better than I ever would have thought of it. But as you can tell, there's some parts that we, well, aren't done with. We're done with all the sand, sandstone, and birch for the time being, but we still have so much more to do. And the good part is we shouldn't have to get many resources since we already have basically all of it. We should have all the resources we need. So we can go ahead and get started. So just grabbed some grass from my base, but look at this. Doesn't this just already look so nice? I am really happy with how this is turning out. And honestly, I just want to build more. Plus, it's going so much faster since Light Matica actually works above water. I think I am actually towards an hour into this part of this project, and we have the back done. Except for that spot that we're going to do at a later date, because I don't think I have enough grass for that, and we'll just have to wait. The next step we're going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and fly down here, is we're going to do the one spot that we didn't do. Now let's see if I can land at this. We're going to go and do this right here. Now this is supposed to be stone, deep slate, and the tuff blocks, and that's why I skipped it. So this is our next step, but tell me, how good does this look? I think this looks awesome. I really can't believe how well this has turned out. And there we go. We have one of our last water features done. Actually, I think our last water feature done. And a dead Wandy T. Well. I am liking this even more now, because this just looks awesome. I mean, just look at it. Let me just go right here for a sec. This just worked so well. And now we're gonna be going for the moss blocks up here, which, let's be honest, will be done now. And there we go. I think this actually looks so nice right now. I mean, I just can't believe that it just looks so good. I am really happy how this turned out so far, but we are not done. We still have another cliff to make. So let's get this done. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, this looks absolutely awesome. I am loving how this looks. Let's take a look from our vantage point right here. And wow. Oh, that looks absolutely awesome. One of the things that I want to do is go ahead and clean up our areas such as these trees and the wheat farm, but we also need to add in some seagrass into the ocean part of this terraforming just to give it a little bit more variety. So let's get this done. And that is exactly what I have done. I have gone ahead and cleared out all the wood, the farms, and got the greenery that we desperately needed in the ocean part of this build. And I'm happy to say we are officially done with this project. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Also, if you want to know the full story of my first 1000 days on my Forever World, click the video on screen.